Alright, so we got a very early info on the next update here. I'm assuming it's because the update itself is earlier. I don't know exactly the times for global updates. I know like the JP one because I'm just consistently, just waking up for the JP update, but not very much for the global one. I'm assuming this is also earlier than global usually gets. Let me actually take a look. PSE is not my time zone, so I don't even know what that is in my time zone. Let me just check last update. Just take a look. Is it? Oh, no, okay. If I check last update, I can tell, alright, this one. Yeah, they usually do 9 p.m. to 12. They're doing from 5 to 7:30, that's interesting. And it's a big update because there's a new story chapter, right? New story chapter, chapter 14.5, which is a good one. I think this is the one against Wheelchair Gopher, so that's pretty good. Probably one of the best chapters in the story. And they're releasing King. Interestingly enough, King, Handy, and Red Lilia in the same banner. On JP, Red Lilia had her own banner with a side blue mono, which no one cared about. Which actually, blue mono was made for the Escanor Super Boss, and it was the only purpose for her existing was to beat Escanor Super Boss, but much easier because Escanor Super Boss was incredibly difficult for no reason. I mean, the reason is because it's Escanor, but you know. So King is coming tomorrow. King is the first festival exclusive to actually become not so good after a while. So if you plan on summoning for Escanor, which should release on 3rd of March for global anniversary, March here, 3rd of March for. Oh, I should move this more to the right. Yeah. So right now we are on 28th of December. So this update's coming out right now, 28th of December. And we have January, February, and 3rd of March to save for the one. If you don't summon for King and save all your gems to summon for Tarmiel and Escanor, you have a really good bang for your buck. Because those are insane, like, very good value characters at this point. So that's what I would personally recommend. I don't recommend summoning for King. Like, I think Festival exclusive banners have really good value just because of the contents of it. Especially King. King was the first Festival exclusive with double rates. Or, he had base rates, right? 0.5%. While regular festivals have 0.25%. But regardless, King is a gimmicky character that needs Hendrickson to work. That's why they come together as a duo. While all the other festivals don't need someone else to work. It's a very gimmicky character. So, again, you can summon if you want. If King is your favorite character, King is actually my second favorite character in the series. If you guys read the manga, you understand why. King is actually my second favorite character in the series, and I would recommend skipping him because he's just not very good these days on JP. And if you want to go for a long value character, the one's coming out probably 3rd of March. But Wednesday is not an update day for global, so like 1st of March. That would be like anniversary for global, right? So that would be the next festival as well, in approximately 3 months. So yeah, if you save all your gems from now on, really good 2 months. Because it's basically the end of December, right? So we're not even counting December. So you have January and February to save, and then March starts. So 2 months, 2 months to save. That's really good. If you are a consistent player that gets Champion 1, or even Champion 5, you should be able to do a full rotation on Escanor. So, yeah. Again, do recommend skipping. Although this team right here, they are promoting the team here. So King, Handy, and Lilia. Why is this team being, like, they're all in one banner. Again, Lilia had her own banner on JP. That's actually really good value for global if you plan on summoning for King, which again, not my biggest recommendation. So let me open them 3 because they're actually a combo. Lilia became relevant just because they're a combo with King when King was relevant. So King, his passive is I think the first character passive to actually be long. Like if you go here on Escanor, right? Escanor is also very long. It looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card text. It's so long. But King was like, I think the first character to have like a really long passive because he does so much, but it's really simplified, really. Nullify the cleansing effect on recovery skills on enemies with 2 or more poison, bleed, shock, or corrosion effects. If there are 3 or more of the effects, further decreases enemies' ultimate gauge by 1 at the end of your turn. So again, it's regardless of how long the text is, it's very simple. If you debuff them 3 times with either poison, bleed, shock, they're gonna lose 1 ultimate gauge every turn. And they're also going to be, not going to be able to cleanse it, which is big, because if they can't cleanse it, what can they do about it? Nothing, exactly. And it's so good because King himself is poison, which is probably the worst of the 3. Actually, no, shock is the worst, technically. But Hendrickson has shock and bleed, so they combo together. You only need to really apply 3, right? I don't even know why there's option for 4. I mean, I guess it makes it easier, but you only need to apply 3. So if you have both of them together, that's the combo. Here's the issue though. If you don't use Hendrickson, King is useless. I'm telling you, King's whole kit requires the passive to proc, because his card has release. So he deals a percentage damage of these effects. He releases, that's why the name is release, the damage of the effect on the punch as well. He does like a big old punch with the Chesterful. So, if you don't debuff them, the attack card just doesn't do that much damage. So he needs Hendrickson. If you don't have Hendrickson, he's trash. Like, actual trash. The only redeemable quality about him is that his stats are very high. But every festival stats are high. So, Hendrickson. Hendrickson's actually a very good unit because of it. And he increases damage of allies' debuff attack skills by 50%. So yeah, I already said what Hendrickson does, so that's a combo. And then Lilia is so good because, again, decently long passive, but at the start of the battle, applies corrosion to enemies with 3 or less ultimate gauge. Which is, regardless of whatever the enemy has, they will have 3 or less. You can't start the battle with 4. Maybe, like, if you have, like, Green Merlin, you go second, and you have Old Food, if you combine a card, you have 4, but at the start of the battle, you have 3 before the card combines. So you will have 3. No matter what happens, you will have 3 ultimate gauge. So her passive always applies. So reduces attack of enemies with 5 or more. So if they get the ultimate, they get attack lowered by 10%. But if you are using the combo correctly, they should never get the ultimate, because you're taking away an ultimate gauge every turn. It's honestly the most complicated combo in the game. Like, it's not even complicated, it's just every other combo in the game is so simple, right? You use Escanor, you just bonk them. That's it. This team is like, okay, so you apply the debuffs, and then you lose ultimate gauge, and then you have to release, and then you have to maybe rush an ultimate for King, or stuff like that. Lily herself is actually pretty decent as well. This card heals. Like, you can read what it does. It just heals allies, but based on damage. And then this is a regular take off ultimate gauge that Blue Lily also has. And her ultimate is the same one as Helbram, which is quite trash, but what can you do? So, still don't recommend summoning, because this team actually became irrelevant not so long after it came out. What I mean by that is, every single unit that has come out as a festival is still a good unit in the game, except for King. Lost Vein, even though Escanor came out and he destroys every single red unit, Lost Vein still sees plays on PvP because people use him in the back, and the combo is Green Gelfer, Liz, Escanor with Melee in the back, because if a character dies, Melee comes to the front and Green Gelfer's passive still continues. And Melee maybe will have Gelfer passive and he'll hit pretty hard. King basically sees no play anymore in PvP because his team just can't handle PvP anymore. And here's the thing, about a month after King came out, people found out that if you use Valenti, the cards have such low multiplier that it just doesn't do damage to you. So the debuff just doesn't apply. So yeah, when King comes out, just wipe out Valenti, and they can't damage you. So basically the team's dead. And global, like, this took JP players a month to find out, but global players already have the information that's a thing. So it's just gonna be a thing. That's why I don't recommend something. Now to the rest of the... I took so long to explain, but it's because they're releasing 3 characters with this thing. So Hendrickson's a free character. You get 1 for free through the special missions, just like on JP. Be able to acquire in the Happy New Year server draw event. Oh, okay. So they're making this the event banner. It's a Happy New Year banner. Hopefully JP will also get a New Year's banner, please. Please Assault Mode Meliodas. Henderson's. Oh, this Henderson costume is being sent for free. We have to get it with gems on JP, I believe. That's neat. Free Henderson costume. Honestly, one of the best costumes. Okay. Cool. It's you know, rewards. That's the costume right here. It's an SSR costume. Training. Oh, this is spontaneous missions. They're okay. These missions. I think they should bump the rewards for them. King Special Exchange Shop. Diamond perks. Oh, so if you spend diamonds, you get rewards. I personally will have to summon for King just for content, but don't recommend just chasing getting the perks by spending diamonds. It's just not worth it. Buff events. Here, enhanced raid up system. These are okay. I mean, 100% deathmatch is actually very cool because then you just use one skip ticket and get the deathmatch. If you use, like, of course, the monthly pack, you auto get it, but if you're free to play and you don't get the monthly pack, that's actually pretty neat. Just the one skip ticket, just get to the raid. Shop discount event. Platinum coin shop. Discount for elite demon heroes. Oh! Is it gonna be like permanent, like, demon heroes discount? That's cool. I mean, not permanent, but like, every day for the event, they're gonna be discounted. Like, I'm guessing this is talking about the commandments. Sacred Treasure Shop, costume discounts, discounts for each village. That's interesting. Happy New Year's check-in. Just log into your money for each 2 free diamonds. That's neat. Fortune telling event. The costume. So interesting fact, a fun fact about Hendrickson. For some reason, on JP, because I guess they had no content for second week of the celebration, they didn't release Hendrickson's costumes at release day of Hendrickson, but the following week. And the following week was just that. It was no content, just the costumes. I guess they just had nothing, so they were like, oh, let's just cut that from the first week and just put in the second week as, oh guys, there is an update, haha. It was nothing. The king costume, this is my favorite one. This is the one I always use. The panda. They just made Shastafo a huge buff panda. It's my favorite one. Hawk Pass, yay! Oh, these actually just came out on JP. And Bun's using a very naughty bell around his neck. This actually just came out on JP. Nice. Special New Year bundle. Oh baby, do I love bundles. Daily Hero Acquisition bundle. This is like a daily pack. Can I get more info on that? Full Hero Upgrade bundle. Oh boy. Bundles, do I love them. Wait, is this a... Okay. I only saw the +5, I didn't see the stars. I thought it was just +5 gear. Just no stars, just the +5, like tanks. So no update. Oh, they're doing this, okay. The box HP buff is being, to the cap that JP has, 4 million. So they're not putting up the update yet that JP got for the equipment that like instantly upgrades. That's like probably the best quality of life update the game has ever had. I was hoping they would just put it like super quick on global, but guess not yet. Well, that's about it. I need to check when this is for me. I'm guessing this is today. There's usually updates for me on Tuesday, but I guess it will be on Monday for me. Alright, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. If you summon for King, good luck, but don't tell me I didn't warn you to not summon for him and skip for the one.